Hey guys, in this video we are going to take a look at the A7 2018 Android 10 port with the Samsung's OneUI 2.0 skin for our Galaxy J7 2016. So without wasting more time, let's start. So guys, first of all, sorry for this very late review. I was going to make this video like much before, but something happened bad with my Galaxy J7 that it was not booting, and the reason it was that offline charging, it was not working for that specific ROM, and I was like, oh my god, this is a simple reason. But yeah, it is fine now, and here is the review. So here we have this OneUI version 2.0, the Android version 10, and here we have the H-Kernel because this is the H-ROM A7 2018 port. You can see here H-ROM A7 port version 4 by Astrako, but same developer from the S20 port. And here we have the selling status is permissive, and the security patch is June 1, 2020. Now guys, this one is also a treble port, so yeah, it uses the vendor pre-built because it's a touch-based ROM. But if you want to flash ASP ROMs, you can use the H-ROM vendor and then flash ASP GSIs. That's how you do it. So you don't need to flash any vendor in here, just the ROM, because this is like true port. Now let's move into settings, and you can see normal UI. This is the OneUI 2.0, much more optimized than the previous one UI, and also it comes with Android 10, so it's really nice. Also you can see this is the drawer. Also the native blur is not there because this is a A7 2018 port, and the A7 2018 by default does not has native blur on Android 10 and previous Android versions too. So here we have the same UI, and actually the S20 port looks pretty much like really well. Also it's smooth with the native blur, but still it's I think this is a pretty fast one because the native blur, it requires much more RAM to actually smooth it faster. But yeah, it looks better, but this one is smoother than that one. Now guys, about the features of this ROM, the feature is like actually it's lightweight than the S20 port because S20 is heavy modified firmware, and the A7 2018 firmware is good and optimized for our 7870 devices, so that's really nice. Now let's take a look at the features, and the features will always be the like same, and most of the features are same from S1 UI, and doesn't matter much about the S20 or any other device. So yeah, here we have blue light filter is also working fine. So you can see also you can turn it as schedule, and yeah, other stuff you can do dark mode, you can check the settings and other stuff. You can see font style and zoom and screen zoom, full screen app, screen timeout, home screen, navigation bar, touch sensitivity. Then here we have wallpapers, and we have the A7 2018 wallpapers. You can see the stock wallpapers. There are no live wallpapers currently. Yeah, there are no live wallpapers. Let's go back. Then theme section, the lock screen. I have a lot of stuff with the lock screen you can change, and it's the same from the S20 board. Always on display does not work, so just don't bother it. And yeah, just the normal stuff. Let's go into advanced features, and this is what we get: call and text on other devices, smart pop view, screenshot screen recorder, and yeah, you can customize it from here. Direct share, reduce animations. If you don't want any animations and want it like just quickly, then yeah, you can use this option, but it looks like really bad, so yeah, I'm using with animations. Motions and gestures, we have all of these. One, you can see fingerprint sensor, but we don't have one because it's ported from the A7 2018. It's difficult to like remove the strings and all. Then here we have dual messenger, and other app lock is also there, so that's nice. Then device care, this is like digital well-being. No, it's not digital well-being, it's like a device manager, sorry for that. And digital well-being is here, sorry. So yeah, it's a Samsung modified digital well-being. This is how it looks. It looks really nice, no doubt here. Let's go back, and that is it. Yeah, here are the developer options, and you can enable some stuff like USB debugging and other stuff too. So yeah, that is it for the features. Not much of it because yeah, it's OneUI 2 and all will be same except some more other high-end features from the S20. And guys, if we compare it with the S20 port, this is a lightweight version, and also two major things are missing, like the edge screen and the native blur. So if you like native blur and edge screen for some the quick tools or extensions, you can just go to the S20 port. And also this will give a better battery life, slight more battery life than the S20 port because of the native blur and stuff. So yep, that is it. If you want to check the installation, make sure you go to the description of this video. And yeah, I'm just not going to extend it because I already show you the installation in the H20 ROM port, so it will be the same. I'll just put a link to the description to the H20 ROM port for installation. And yep, that is it. If you guys like this video, press the like button. If not, press the dislike button. And if you want more videos on the J7 2016, subscribe to my channel. I know this video was quite short and small understanding about this ROM, but yeah, it's all same, so not much of it. Also, many people were saying me to review this, so yeah, here it is. It's a good one for the light users, but yeah, if you want the native learning effects, go for the S20, and for a good battery, go for this one. So yep, bye guys. Yes, please subscribe. Just keep saying it again and again, I don't know why. So yeah, bye bye, and please take care of yourself. Bye bye.